Physical appearances exist so we can perceive it in our three-dimensional self. Yet within the self is a part of a multidimensional self as well. Within it, there are methods of perception that allow to see through camouflage settings. The physical senses actually form the physical reality they seem to only perceive. We can use our inner senses to perceive reality as it exists apart from the play and our role in it. In order to do this, one needs to turn his attention away from the constant activity that takes place. Turn off the physical senses. Switch attention to those events that have escaped you earlier. Physical senses as artificial to the inner self, as a hearing aid to the physical self. The inner senses are used rarely completely consciously. Our real environment is composed of our thoughts, emotions, and from these we form the reality in which we take part. In reality, there is no need for words because communication is instantaneous. The inner senses will allow us to perceive the reality as independent of physical form. Now that's an exercise. Pretend that you've been blind to inner world all your life and are now slowly gaining sight within it. Do not judge the inner world by disjointed images that you may at first perceive or by the sounds that you may at first hear. Do this exercise few moments before sleep or in rest. Learn to focus in a new dimension of awareness. Do not judge what you see, just see it. 10 minutes a day to begin with is quite sufficient. The responsibility for our life and our environment is our own. If you believe otherwise, then you are limited. Environment is not objective, it's dependent on us. We can change it, see beyond it, or imagine other alternatives. Past life influences affect us as any experience does. Past is connected to present and future, but we choose our past, our future, our parents, our childhood incidents. We wrote the script. Do not look to blame anyone for your experiences. Consciousness is infinite. Physical is finite. Objects are symbols that stand for reality whose meaning they like the letters. Objects are symbols. They are natural byproducts of the evolution, even as the words are. Letters convey an invisible information through ink and paper. As an object, book is only ink and paper. It is a carrier of information as any other object. There are 4 coordinate absolute points that intersect all realities. These points also are channels of energy from one reality to another. They also act as transformers and provide generating energy that makes the creation continuous in our terms. These points allow us to transform thoughts and emotions into physical matter. When a thought or emotion attains a certain intensity, it automatically attracts the power of one of the subordinate points and is therefore highly charged and in one way magnified, though not in size. And then slowly it becomes physical. There are certain points in time and space, in our terms, that are more conductive than others, where both ideas and matter will be more highly charged. For example, the ideas wedded to form will be relatively eternal, like the pyramids is one of these points. That's why it still keeps on. These points represent accumulations or traces of pure energy, smaller than any particle of which our scientists now know, but composed of pure energy. Yet this energy must be activated, not physically. These points also serve as supports or structural intensification within the unseen fabric of energy that forms all realities and manifestations. These points are concentrated energy and affect physical concerns, like Feng Shui, for example. There are better places than others to build houses and structures, points where health and vitality are strengthened. Where beings are equal, plants will grow and flourish, where all beneficial conditions meet. One just needs to look for them. All of our space is permitted by these points. Even every room has one. If you look around, close your eyes and have a look around your house, you will feel there's one place where everything attracted to. This is a particular point in your house. These concentrated energy points are activated by emotional intensities that are well within our normal range. My own emotions and feelings will activate these coordinates, whether I know of them or not. Greater energy will therefore be added to the original thought or feeling, and its projection into physical matter accelerated. The nature of feeling is not important, only its intensity. These points are like invisible power plants, activated when any emotional feeling or thought of sufficient intensity comes into contact. Subjective experience of any consciousness is automatically expressed as electromagnetic energy unit. These exist beneath, so-called, the range of physical matter. They change their form and pulsation all the time. It's waves. Everything is waves. Everything is energy. Their relative duration depends upon the original intensity behind them, behind the original thought, emotion, stimuli, or reaction that brought them into being. In other words, intensity is everything. Under certain conditions, this will become a matter. Each thought or emotion exists as energy unit, and often with the help of coordinate points, they merge into building blocks of physical matter. Mental images accompanied by strong emotions are blueprints upon which a physical object or condition or event will appear.